a copy of the handouts given in class. The first slide explaining the basics of a census and why a sample is sometimes a better option. Stratified sampling, the first step, dividing the population up into strata or layers. Working out how many members to take from each of the layers using the formula layer divided by population times sample. How to select the number of required members from each layer. Advantages and disadvantages of stratified sampling. Remember to pause the video for any one of these slides. Quota sampling. The first part, as you can see, is the same as stratified sampling, except you're using convenience to select from within each layer. So this part here is the same as what you've seen for stratified sampling, except we're using convenience. Advantages and disadvantages of quota sampling. Cluster sampling. Dividing the population up into clusters, randomly selecting clusters, and then randomly selecting the same number of members from each cluster. An example of how the 2,000 students in the college are divided into 100 different clusters, how some of these clusters are randomly selected, and how there's a random selection process to select from within each cluster. Advantages and disadvantages of cluster sampling. Systematic sampling. Numbering the population using the formula population divided by sample. Randomly starting somewhere in the population and then selecting every nth member of the population. Advantages and disadvantages of cluster sampling. I meant systematic sampling.